X-ray Mike X-ray, over.
Mike 0XMX, Mike 0CSN. Okay, Mike, fine business, and pleasure to work you. I think it's for the first time, I'm not too sure, like, I'm going to put you in the log anyway, as we often do. I've just checked that, I always check to see the guys I'm working on the radio are members of HRD, which you are, so it's always nice to have the lads off the site as well, Mike. So, and it is the first time we spoke, looking at QRZ. So, bingo, in the log you go. You're 5 and 9 up this way, Mike. Anyway, bit of a tune on the band, but not causing too much in the way of a problem. And all's good. Just quick on the audio side of things. We're not using anything spectacular. The radio's the 590, sorry, no, that's not the 590, that's the other one. This is the 890 Kenwood, Heil PR40 microphone, and we're running through a DBX286 mic preamp processor, and of course that's going into the expert amplifier. It powers at about 400 watts at the moment, into an inverted G5RV. So that's the situation, Mike, from this side. Mike 0XMX, Mike 0CSN.
Yeah, Mike 0XMX is a YouTuber, so's John M0CSN, and Chris is on here as well, G0UNJ. So yeah, just a quick listen to the local lads on 40 metres.
Which is located just outside Chester, at a friend's location.
23 in the afternoon in the UK.
Chris, I think, and I sold my flat this week to my friend.
Yeah, I've been working 40 this morning myself, but mostly portable stations, but yeah, the band's in good conditions today.
Literally, I can still use it exactly the same as if it was sat under my desk, and the signal is such a lot better as far as reception, because he's got a lot lower noise floor. So up until this week I'd kind of given up on HS, working from home. And I've resided myself.
Yeah, just receiving on a 40 metre dipole, and the transceivers, the ICOM 7700.
Use the Flex, which I absolutely love. Exactly the same setup, exactly the same software, so the same touch and feel, apart from the box is actually located 60 miles up the road. And that's plugged into a full-size G5RV. And as I say, it's low power at the moment, because I've got a feeling that either RF's getting into the power supply, or I'm pulling too much power from it. Either way, I've turned the power right down. So yeah, between 10 and 15 watts to you. I'm physically sat in Burton-on-Trent. So the distance between the aerial and you is about 35 miles-ish, which is probably a little bit less than if I was transmitting from here at home. So yeah, but very, very nice to work you, Chris. I'm not sure, I'm kind of feeling I know your call sign, but maybe it's just something that's similar that's rung the bell. So yeah, back over to you, sir, and thanks very much for coming by to say hello from Mike 0 X-ray Mike X-ray, over.
Mike 0XMX, Mike 0CSN. You okay, Mike? Well, you'll recognise the call sign in the back of your mind. It's normally, you'll have seen it in red more often than not. It's M0CSN. I'm on YouTube, aka Mr. On Radio Deals, over.
Roger, okay. I bought a, what did I buy off you? I came up to your house, and I bought a radio off you, and I can't remember what radio it was, but I also, while I was there, you may remember me, because you had an ATAS that you wasn't sure whether worked or not, so I took a bit of a flyer and bought that radio off, bought that ATAS off you as well, do you remember?
Oh my lord, now I do. I do indeed. Yeah, do you know what, Mike? I wouldn't have remembered. I can't even tell you what the radio was, but I do remember the ATAS. It was one I took in Park X. But I hadn't actually put it on the van or anything like that. I didn't have the ability to put it on. And I didn't know whether it was working or not. I've not got a clue, and I still don't know if it ever did. I can't remember if we ever. I don't remember, Mike, honestly. If we did or we didn't speak later on afterwards the event, I'm not too sure. I remember the ATAS though, I think it was about £50 or something like that. I know I had a bit more in it than that, to be honest, but I've since bought a new ATAS and an 857 put it in the van after a lot of later, I'm thinking about it, and I changed the van a little bit later, about a year and a half later, and we actually bought a new AirTAF and an 857, so, but yeah, Mike, I do remember it, but I can't for the life of me remember what the radio was over.
No, so, no, the ATAF didn't work. But not to worry, it was a punt, and I think I sold it on to someone else on the basis that it doesn't work and somebody wanted to try and fix it. But do you know what? I got a feeling, I'm just going to have a look on my QRZ page, because that I tend to keep updated with all the various different radios that I've owned. And I've got a feeling it was either a 991 or an 857. I've got a feeling it could be an 857. Just looking at the radios that I've bought and sold recently, or not recently, because I don't think I've actually sold any since 2020. I'm going to take a punt and say it's an 857. Don't know. But yeah, exactly like you, John, you know, that combination, the 857 and the ATAF, is just legendary. And I'm sat here looking at another 857, which I think is the fourth or fifth one that I've ever owned. And I still say it's the best single radio that you can buy. If you want to buy one radio to do kind of everything, and also use it in the shack, use it up a mountain, use it in the car, I don't think that there is any radio out there that can beat the 857. Just as a general, one radio can do most things quite well. And when you bolt on an ATAF onto the back of it, it's just legendary. I don't think you can beat it. So yeah, I've got a feeling it was an 857 that I bought off you there, John, over.
M0XMX, M0CSN. You know what? I'm going to go with you, and I'm going to go with, it was pretty much a new one that I bought off Dan. Whatever, I can't even remember Dan's call sign now, down in Bristol. It was a new one that I bought off Dan.
G0UNJ.
And it was sat in the shack for, a good while. And we've got the AirTAF that we took in a Partex on something else, and the 857 was just sat in the box in the shack, and it was basically brand new, but I never got around to putting it in the van, and I kind of lost interest in putting mobile, so I put the 857 up for sale. I'm pretty sure that was the one, Mike, virtually as new, if not new, 857. It would have been only a couple of months old at max, but it had never seen any airtime or fitted over.
Yes, you're exactly right there, because I remember speaking to Dan and asking Dan, what do you think? And he vouched for you. But yeah, absolutely, that was the exact situation. And I'm sat here looking at that radio. It's still as pristine, apart from the fact that I've wrapped it in carbon film to stop the case from getting scratched, which I always do with my nice radios. But yeah, it's still exactly the same condition as the day that I bought it off you. I probably don't know. I've probably only used it half a dozen times, most of the times out up hills and stuff. But yeah, still a beautiful radio, and yeah, it was a very good deal. I seem to remember. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I do remember it was a very good deal. I think both of us were happy at the end, John, over.
M0XMX, M0CSN. Well, I can tell you that it was around September 2020. That's when I left your feedback on the site. But I do remember the radio. I think at the time, I might be wrong, but I think it was £500, something like that. But it was virtually new. It had never been opened. Well, never been opened and fitted. Had never been connected or anything like that. It was bought off Dan. G3VM, that's Dan's car sign.
Standing about, moving about in the shack.
To put into my van, and we just never got around to it at all. I think something went amiss with the van. And,
I was looking for my phone then, but I'm filming that.
I didn't actually fit the radio, just sat in the box, but then I just lost interest in putting it in the van. And then once I'd sold it, I changed the van and realised I'd made a big mistake selling it, because again, it was virtually brand new. And the price of the damn things had shot through the roof. I've got an 857D, same thing. It's not as new as that one, and I paid $560 for that one. And then I bought a spare head unit. One went on the site. A guy, his brother had died or something, and he had an 857D, but they couldn't find the radio, but they found the head unit. So he sold me the head unit for £90. So I had the 857, and then I bought the spare head unit as well. But I was looking towards a new one, and there was something like £795. It was outrageous how much they were wanting for it. So we passed on that one. We sat on our hands for, I don't know, it was a good 8 months, Mike, before we actually found the one we've got. And that's the one that's now fitted in the new van. And again with the AirTAS, we bought a new AirTAS 120R. And as you said, they work flawlessly. I've had no issues with that one in the van. I know a lot of people say that they're a pain to tune, and there's this, there's that, there's the other. I just put obviously a hole in the roof because it's a van. It's got a big ground plane. I run a separate earth for the shaft.
Yeah, just look Mike up. He's got 5,044 key followers.
All from the mobile and radio power. And
yeah, it's certainly bigger than myself and John.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I say, you know, it's definitely, in my opinion, if I could...
The volume's just coming from the speaker at the top of the radio. I should have plugged the extension speaker in.
You know, if you only ever are going to sit at home, then maybe, you know, something like the, I don't know, the FT950 might be a nice radio, actually, if I was only sitting at home for that kind of money. But, you know, the 857, you can use it anywhere, and it's a good shop radio as well at the end of it. It's sat here, and it doesn't look out of place, to be honest. So, anyway, right, it is time for me to go and get my lunch, but you know what, talking to you and Chris has really been really enjoyable this afternoon, so thanks very much for your time, both of you, assuming that Chris is still listening. And yeah, John, honestly, it's been legendary catching up with you again. And I think between us, we've both proved that Alzheimer's hasn't onset probably as quickly as we thought it had. I know for me, I keep losing my memory. But yeah, you've definitely managed to jog a few of my brain cells there. Thanks a lot, John. And yeah, back over to you for a final. Then I'm going to go and get my lunch from M0XMX.
Mike M0XMX, Mike M0CSN. Okay, Mike, fine business. Well, I was just on 2 meters of Chris earlier. Just had to nip away. Wife wanted me for something or other, so we disappeared. I shouted him back. He said he was down here, so we popped on it. But there you go. It's always nice to, as I say, it's always nice to catch up with people. I've not even noticed your YouTube channel, Mike, so I've just subscribed to that. I'll do some viewing later on. I tend to do that when I'm mooching around. I've come across the YouTube channel that looks like it's got stuff on. I'll save it and I'll watch it later on. So I've got mine as well. I've put a lot of stuff on there lately, but I like to spend more time watching YouTube, Mike, than I do watching TV. It's far more interesting. So there you go. So I'll just save that for later. I'll have a look at it. But anyway, in the interim, you go and enjoy your lunch, and we shall no doubt catch you further down. You're working fine. The Flex is doing the job remotely. A friend of mine, Brian M0NSI, he does exactly that. He goes to his holiday over in Skegness, and he remotes back to his main station with a stepper up here on the Flex, and it all works rather well. So the joys of SDR radio, Mike, which I'm sort of currently tentatively looking at dipping my toe into that pond. We'll see how that pans out. Enjoy the dinner, pal. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll catch you soon, no doubt, further down. Cheers for this one, Mike. It's been a pleasure. M0MXM, Mike M0CSN.
Yeah, no problem, John. Lovely to work here. And by the way, I forgot to say, keep up the good work with the ham radio deal site. You know, that's a site that I go to infrequently, but when I'm looking at buying something, it's my first place that I go to. So keep up the good work with that, and obviously I know it takes up a lot of your time with making sure that everybody sticks to the rules and all that kind of stuff, but I think probably 99.9% of it of us appreciate how neat and tidy you keep the site. So thanks very much for that. And if you are interested, on
QSB on the band as well.
2 o'clock, I'm planning on doing a live stream of me using the Flex. only because when I have been doing live streams in the past, it's been obvious that I suffered from a high noise floor, and it was obvious that I wasn't really enjoying it. But now, excuse me, and I told everybody that I'm going to sell off. And then, here I am now, reusing the Flex, but in a different location with a lower noise floor, which is a lot more usable. So, I've actually published across different Facebook groups that on Sunday I do a live stream, and then those people can actually see the difference. So, if you're around and if you're interested, it will give you a really good insight into what you can do with the Flex. And mine's only a basic Flex, you know, it's not tens of thousands of pounds. It's like probably the cheapest Flex that you can buy, or cheapest current Flex that you can buy. So anyway, lovely talking to you. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to catching you again soon. M0CSN and possibly G0UNJ from M0XMX. Bye guys.
Okay, Mike, no worries. Well, like I said, I've just subscribed to your YouTube there, so I'll no doubt get a notification when you go live, and if we're around and free, we'll take a look at that one. I'm also there on YouTube also, so if you're bored and you want to hear some grumpy old man ramblings, take a look at mine and see what chaos runs through my brain. Mike, we'll catch you soon, pal. Stay well, all the best. 73.
Yeah, please like and subscribe.
Your YouTube, and I've just subscribed also. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Cheers, Mike. 73 G0UNJ 73. I'll subscribe to you, Callum, Mike.
Yeah, Chris is
No, it's been
sounding up.
mentioned. I'll have a look. I'll watch Callum.
Take care, guys.
I'll have a look at your channel, Mike.
Double trouble.
I think the band's changing a little bit actually, but you're still 5'9" plus 5. Mike 0 X-ray. Mike X-ray G0UNJ. Cheers, Mike. Catch you soon. Band has changed. Chris might drop down there. You've dropped down as well, haven't you? Yeah, I'm just running. Well, you're still 20 old, but I'm just running the watts. I tuned the amp up on 20. I'm just obviously when I was on 2 meters with you and you were on the phone.
There you go. Just a bit of a rag chew. I wish I'd have put the camera on a bit earlier. You've got more of the conversation, but yeah, like I said, been working 40. I was on 12 meters earlier on, and been doing a few portable stations and the bunkers on air. Just a quick flick around the bands today. I worked a few, but yeah, interesting conversation. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes, and I'll send some fee for now. G0DTX. I hope you like the video. Bye bye for now.
For the moment with that, and we'll carry on playing with what we've got. I need to sort out this mixer and everything. I really do. But as I said to you before, I need to pull the shaft apart to do it, and then I'm going to have to make some serious decisions.
Okay, 7-3.
Like you.